Hey, welcome or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you. And it is Monday, so I hope your week is starting off well. I'm having issues with my other camera, so the laptop webcam it is, so you don't get to see this ugly mug in higher definition, so you're actually lucky for that. I'm actually pretty tired. Just finished playing D&D for my Monday night session that I have every other Monday. So I'm a little tired. I'll try to be a little higher energy if I can, but we do have a new video from our girl, and it is titled Something Bad Happened. I'm Scared, Not Clickbait. It really speaks to how much she trolls her audience and clickbaits that she has to put not clickbait in her title. And even with that not clickbait, I'm still wondering if it is clickbait. Because you just don't know with her really half the time. So I hope she is okay. I hope her family is okay. I hope nobody is having medical issues or poor health or something, but we shall see, I guess. And, part of me is still like, what's she overreacting to this time? And I hate to be that way, but, the whole boy who cried wolf scenario. So let's jump on in here. This is an 18-minute long video from her. So, alright. Why does my head look so big today on camera? Well, because it's not my GoPro, but let's...
Okay, so I have a grocery haul, as you can see. All of those bags there. But I laid everything out to make it easier. So first thing I got is this veggie dicer. I hate cutting onion.
It actually looks pretty handy. I might need to get one of those. I'm really bad at cutting at dicing mine as well. So I'll buy pre-diced from the store when I can.
I just don't like the way that makes your hands smell. Duh, wash your hands, but
wear gloves.
I just don't like it, okay? So I got some of these light tuna in water packets. I got some PB okay.
PB2. PB2.
I got some PB2 powder, which is just peanut butter for so much more, less fat, less calories, etc. And then I got a thing of brown rice. We got some Greek.
I use PB2. Yes, PB2 quite a bit. I also have a similar yogurt that I really like. It's a Cabot vanilla bean Greek yogurt that I really like. I haven't bought any for a while because I've been doing oatmeal for breakfast, but I do really like that yogurt as well.
Greek yogurt. It's the Greek gods, honey, vanilla. Huge thing of chicken. I need to go through and separate these pieces and individually freeze them instead of just freezing this whole thing together. It's just so much easier. And then I got 3 bags of this frozen mango banana strawberry blend. 1, 2, 3. And then I got 3 bags of the triple berry medley. 1, 2, 3.
She gonna be a smoothie queen? She gonna be making some berry smoothies? Or is it for her yogurt? Is that what all this is for like smoothies?
Got a thing of white onion, some fresh cauliflower, a watermelon moment. Those are falling. We got some baby carrots, 2 avocados, a squash, zucchini, celery,
Ew.
2 bags of spinach, and a bag of collard greens. So this is my grocery haul.
Excuse me.
Now I have to put it all away. For these things, does anyone else have an exceptionally large amount?
Yes. I have a lot of plastic bags. I use them for trash bags and my little trash cans in my bathrooms, in my office, and by my coffee bar area in the kitchen dining room.
Literally just shove them in there. Okay, so my animals have a lot of toys, but I think it's time I go through them. Sometimes you do this, they get torn or they're old, and they don't really honestly need this many. I only have 3 pets, and it's just a lot. So I'm going to go through them right now.
In my experience, cats are very particular about their toys. I had these little mice for my Bessie baby, and after the tail got ripped off, she didn't want them anymore. They had little bell balls inside of them, and yeah.
It's your toys. All right.
Oh, hey Rarity, pick out the ones you want to keep.
Bin. What's up, Bozies? Hi, baby boy.
Aw.
Hi. Hi. You're so sweet.
I love Rarity's little squeaky meow.
Yeah. All right, so the ones I'm keeping, I am going to show you guys. A turtle is so soft. A cute little frog on a lily pad. Rarity.
Oh.
She just tried to get in it. Oh my god.
Oh.
This one is all the way from Valentine's Day and it hasn't even been opened because I forgot all about it because it's buried. But I am going to keep it because Twinkie does like these like really small toys. So definitely keeping those, and Rarity likes them as well. This little Pride unicorn, this Pride bear that I actually got from my aunt.
Don't a lot of these come from her BarkBox subscription? So if she has some toys that she's going to be getting rid of that are still in good shape, she could donate them to an animal shelter.
This cupcake that says puppy love. This little small green pea that came in like a peas in a pod type of deal. So I'm definitely keeping the eggs from inside of this, but I'm going to get rid of this part. So keeping these. Look at this one. She got a toy. You
Oh.
play? This is a container because I'm actually getting out my Halloween stuff. Are you playing? Oh my goodness.
Oh.
No, it's Twinkie. I'm going to get it. What are you going to do about it? Another little pea I'm going to keep. This is a ravioli.
Angry
So
pea.
cute. Keeping. And then I'm also going to keep this doodad. Oh, because she likes to play with this. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty. That looks so much better. Oh, baby boy. So much better. It's time to get out my Halloween stuff. I have a few things. A few little cutesy things.
I have a
Halloween
few things to get
decorations,
out.
not my favorite thing in the world, but I do have some things that I do like. So I think I'm gonna like decorate soon. So I have this Witch's Brew Poison Apple book. Unicorn, skeleton. Love
Okay.
me some fake pumpkins. This one's super cute. It's actually like fake leather is what it feels like. Same with this fella.
Like a
The little
vinyl
mini
type
version.
material.
We have this guy with some roses, a little carriage moment, a gate moment. We also have
I haven't plugged in my T-Rex in the last few nights, so I need to start plugging it in.
this lace pumpkin, these skeletons, a bejeweled pumpkin, pearly glass pumpkin, another glass pumpkin, whatever this guy is. Last but not least, some more books, cures, potions, poisons. So
Okay.
those are all my Halloween decor.
All right, where are we?
Oh my god, I can't breathe. Okay, so I just got out of the doctor. I was supposed to have my doctor's appointment tomorrow, but it became like kind of an emergency moment. Thankfully, I was able to see my doctor today. I'm gonna have to explain everything. It's confusing, it's weird. I will say though, it feels so good outside. Like it makes me want to go to a park. Okay, so I'm now home and I've been crying since the last clip. I got in the car, started crying, and then got home, started crying. I have other personal things going on in my life right now besides this.
We know you do because you keep telling us every video. If it looks like I've been crying, it's because I have been. If I look sad, it's because I am. There's things going on, and I will tell you guys. That's been like 3 videos ago.
And I know like people have been saying I seem so unhappy and stuff. I'm just there's a lot of things that I'm not sharing, and I don't know if I want to, and I know speculation, I can't even talk, speculation, but regarding this medical thing, like, so I do keep a lot of things from you guys, and I know
When it comes to medical stuff, I absolutely understand that. Her medical stuff is her business. But then she needs to say things that would let us know, I've got some stuff going on, it's medical stuff. I'm not going to share my medical stuff with you, but just know that's what's bothering me. But she doesn't. She leaves it all up for everybody to speculate on and have all these wild theories that her and wifey have broken up and things. It's because she keeps saying something's bothering her and something's going on, and then gets upset whenever people make up theories. But it's because she doesn't tell us anything. She doesn't say, hey, look, it is something medical with me. Instead, she says, it's not medical, it's not my health. But now she's saying something about there is something medical.
No, I said I'm not going to talk about my fucking ankle anymore, and that was my goal, but it was a big part of my life, and I kept just like saying blah 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 ankle. Like I never went into detail after I said I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm sorry, I look like my makeup looked pretty decent today, and the crying has made it not so decent. And the reason why it's bugging me is because I can see myself in the viewfinder, and that's, yeah, so I'm sorry. But talking about my parents, people hate when I do that. Okay, so there are a lot of things that I don't talk about with you guys out of fear, out of personal, like, stuff like that. And during my whole ankle debacle, all of a sudden, literally out of nowhere, I was having tremendous shoulder pain to the point of I couldn't move my arm. It was very scary. It radiated to my neck, and I was feeling it in my back, especially when I would breathe in. This was a couple weeks ago. I have had a EKG and no heart attack, no heart problems, none of that. So we don't have to worry about that. I just wanted to make that very clear before I kept going, because I know
This was just in her last video that she shared that she went to the ER.
that sounds very like, okay, heart attack symptoms, but it has nothing to do with that. So I was struggling with that for a little bit, and I thought it was because of how I was getting onto the bed because of my ankle, because you don't even realize how much you use certain parts of your body to do certain things until you no longer can use said part of your body, or it hurts really bad to use said part of the body. And to get on the bed, I used my foot, my ankle.
Hold up. She just said a couple of weeks ago she was having these pains and went to the ER. She just uploaded this video like 2 days ago or 3 days ago. It's a very recent video. I think it was Saturday or Friday. So are we getting pre-recorded stuff again? So this has been a couple of weeks? I'm not sure of this timeline anymore.
But I no longer could do that. And I am very big. I am super morbidly obese. So already, you have to use a lot of strength and muscle when doing anything, really. So getting on the bed was really hard because I had to change how I was doing it, blah, blah, blah. So I thought that I had pulled a muscle or something like that. I wasn't experiencing any other symptoms until a couple days ago. So I want to say that the pain did go away. And that was after I was taking ibuprofen. I was going
Okay, so maybe we are up to the current time.
back and forth between heating it with a heating pad and icing it with like a little ice pack. So I was like, okay, so it was just like a pulled muscle, strained muscle situation type deal. But then it came back a couple days ago, and I haven't had to get on the bed in any weird way because my ankle is healing. It is almost healed. I'm so glad.
Okay, so now we're not. So the video whenever she went to the ER must have been a few weeks ago, because that's when she had the EKG, and she had mentioned that she was sore and strained, and she thought it was from her ankle. So that video must be a couple of weeks old. I wish she would put dates. That would be so helpful.
I do notice that it's healed in a very peculiar. It has healed in a very interesting way. I feel like it's a little bit more, my foot's a little bit more like this instead of like this. It's a little more like this. And actually that happens to a lot of people who heal from torn ligaments. And I had no idea, but I've been watching a lot of people's like experience.
But it didn't tear fully. It was a strain.
On YouTube with torn ligaments, especially in the beginning of when this happened. Hi, baby girl. Hey. So that is like normal, whatever. So yeah, we're doing pretty good along those lines. I was very worried because the pain was so bad that I was forever going to have ankle problems. I was so scared that it was going to be like a bed bound.
Well, she might want to wrap her ankle when she starts doing more walking, because my ankle that I rolled and really pulled the ligament in my left ankle when I was playing tennis, it's still a little weak and it's a little more prone to rolling. So she might want to watch that.
Situation like 2018 where I was just like months and months and months on end just in bed, and it's not quite like that. So a few days ago I started having the pain again. It started just a little bit in my shoulder, but nowhere near as bad as it was. And then like when I breathe in, my like where your lung is, bro, like in your back, it is this sharp pain. And not only do I feel that, but it feels like my lung is like thumping once I reach, especially once I reach that like right there, because I did like a deep breath, whatever. So obviously those things are not normal, especially now I have like a little tiny bit of a cough. It's not like 24/7, it's, no mucus is coming out. It's very like
Is it
dry,
COVID?
and there is a little bit of a cough, and it's mainly when I get up, walk or something, and I have shortness of breath. So those things are scary for anybody. So I went to the ER, EKG, normal, blood work, normal, x-ray, normal. So the only reason why I went to the ER is because I called my doctor's office. I love my doctor. Absolutely amazing.
Okay, so this is. I'm so sorry. I'm probably confusing all of you on the timelines. This must be a current. So the video we saw a couple of days ago may be in the current time. It may be recent, just a couple of days ago.
Phenomenal.
A few days ago.
Best doctor I've ever had, honestly. So I wanted to see my doctor, obviously, instead of going to the ER, but there was no appointments. And they literally said, those are your symptoms, go to the ER. So I listened. I know a lot of people were mad that I went to the ER, which is so freaking odd to me, because if you have shortness of breath with shoulder pain, back pain, all of those things, that's not those are not like normal things, especially.
Yeah, if you go to an urgent care with those symptoms, they'll probably send you to the ER. They can do an x-ray at an urgent care typically, but they won't be able to do like an MRI or anything. I don't know if they can do an EKG at an urgent care.
Especially when you're my size, as soon as I got to the ER, they did the EKG within 2 minutes of me being there. They said that when you come in with symptoms like that, they need to take it seriously and urgently because it's so scary. So I do not feel bad for going to the ER. I don't want to feel invalidated in that. Like, I was terrified. So after the ER, it says follow up with your, healthcare provider, your doctor. So I instantly called and made an appointment for Tuesday. And today's Monday. I woke up, and when I tell you, like, my breathing was
Okay, so
not
that's today, probably.
normal. Like, it felt wrong. When I breathe in, like, that sharp pain with the weird thumping, that's just for the lack of a better word, I guess, because I don't really know how to explain it to the best of my ability. So I was like, you know what? I need to call the doctor, see if she can fit me in for today. If she can't, that's fine. We can continue with tomorrow, because I know how busy doctors are. If she can't, oh wait, the doctor's calling me. Hold on. Okay, so the doctor did fit me in for today. She said she's going to look at my D-dimer, which when I went to the ER, that's what they should have checked, especially because of the symptoms that I had. So she was like, I'm going to look and see if they did your D-dimer. If it's normal, then obviously it's not a blood clot. Then if it's a little elevated, then it's something they need to look into. So she said, I'll call you, but she just called me. And because she wanted to look at all my results. She wanted to look at my blood, my x-rays, my EKG. So just keep in mind that when I went to the ER, they said, oh, that's normal. And in my heart, I felt like they were wrong. This has happened before. When I had gallstones, they said I didn't, even though I did. They said I was too young, so they didn't want to do the ultrasound. But I was like, you guys, something's not right. I ended up being right. I had gallstones. Same with my uterine cancer. I just kept getting diagnosed with a UTI. They said that's 9 times out of 10. That's why people bleed in their pee. I don't know. It was just, oh my God. So it's like when I feel like something is wrong, I know that I need to be an advocate for myself. And I just feel 9 times out of 10, just as a morbidly obese person, we don't get the same healthcare. Even doctor now,
that is true. A lot of times when you go to the hospital, whenever you are a larger person, they'll often blame things on your weight instead of looking further into the issue. And they'll, well, it's just because you're overweight. There's nothing wrong, or they'll minimize whatever it is. That is true.
From 600 Pound Life, he's like so honest about it. He's like, people who are bigger get discriminated against. So they don't, so anyways, I don't want to get into that right now. That's a whole other topic for a different time. So I have to be an advocate for myself. I'm not saying that these people I've seen are discriminating against me. Doctors are perfect. They're not robots. I love them. I appreciate them. Without them, like, what would we do? What I'm saying? So I don't want people to twist my words. It's just like, when you know something's wrong, you know something's wrong. My doctor just called me after she looked at my stuff, and she said they did not do a D-dimer, which I don't know why they wouldn't have, because she even said that. She's like, you show signs of possibly having an blood clot in your lungs, so they should have done that, but they didn't. And something actually was found in my x-ray, and for some reason at the hospital, they didn't tell me. Part of my lung, God, I just feel like it's never ending. I don't know. Part of my lung is collapsed. The bottom of it. And it's like, is that what's causing all this? And my doctor said if your breathing gets worse, then that could be a bad thing. And she said if it doesn't, then we might be okay. But it's like, why wouldn't the ER tell me?
In Amber's last video, she said everything was perfect. Her heart, her lungs, everything was perfect.
Which my lungs and my heart look normal. So long story short, Secretary took my blood and everything looked completely normal and perfect.
So maybe it wasn't collapsed enough for them to notice, because she distinctly said in that last video that her heart and lungs were perfect. So did they just not check it completely? Was it not bad enough? I don't know.
I don't understand that. Like, partially collapsed lung, like a collapsed lung is kind of a scary thing. You just said the bottom of it is collapsed. That's terrifying. And I just don't know what to do with that information. She's referring me to the CT place so I can get a CT scan. So I actually have to call today and make an appointment myself. I'm just really like, this is so much on top of what I'm already fucking going through. Like, what? When it rains, it pours. Like, I want to believe in like tarot readings and whatever. Like, I was on TikTok scrolling through like a week ago, and it said, if you find this, it's meant for you. You're going to be coming in with lots of good luck. Good things are going to happen to you. What type? Like, obviously not tarot reading. Like, I just feel so scared. And I don't even think I've processed collapsed lung. Like, what do I do with that information? Like, what do I do?
It will
I'm
heal.
genuinely like scared.
It'll heal. Here I just Googled it. It says it'll take 1 to 2 weeks for a collapsed lung to heal. If it's only partially collapsed, then it'll probably just heal on its own. So story for you. When I was born, I was 2 months early, and one of my lungs collapsed right after I was born. I was tiny. I was 2 pounds, 12.5 ounces, and one of my lungs collapsed. So they had to quickly get my mom to sign a permission for them to go in and fix it. And as they were starting to do that, the other lung collapsed. And they didn't have time for my mom to get a second signature. They're like, we're taking the first one as both. So I have a scar on each side of my chest where they had to go in. So I've had collapsed lungs when I was fresh out of the womb 2 months early. I just couldn't wait. So I've never had a collapsed lung as an adult, but in college, a friend of mine did. He was trying on a pair of pants and did something and collapsed one of his lungs. And he was in the hospital for just like a day for observation. But it will heal. If a collapse is bad enough, like mine did when I was born, they will possibly have to go in to do surgery. Otherwise, I believe it's just a take pain medication and it will heal on its own. So Amberlynn's doctor should have told her what the recovery time would be and what she needs to do. So I don't know if Amberlynn's just leaving that out or what.
Yeah, I'm going through it. I'm sorry my vlogs are not fun, y'all. I'm sorry. This is real life. Like, so many people keep complaining your vlogs are so boring. You seem so sad. My job is to fill my life. And I'm sorry, but I'm fucking going through it.
What a
so
job.
That's what you guys are going to see. And I hope that I can come out of this and just be happy and healthy. Because that's like the only option that I want is happiness and healthy. And I don't know. Like, I was very worried because, I've had uterine cancer, and what if, it was lung cancer? Like, obviously those thoughts are in my head because of things I've gone through in the past. And I don't know. I'm just really scared, you guys. Just please keep me in your thoughts. And if you...
She'll be fine.
Pray. Just please, good fucking energy. That's just what I need right now. So, like, I would greatly appreciate it. Like, truly.
Well, in my professional opinion, that is in no way a professional opinion, she'll be fine. It'll be a few weeks for it to heal. She might need to take some pain medicine, but if it's just a partial collapse, she should be fine. It should heal. Her doctor should have given her instructions, and given her more information on it. But in my experience with my collapsed lungs, that I had to have surgery when I was a fresh little, babe that would fit in the palm of your hand. If I survived it with the surgery, I think she's going to be just fine. So With whatever else is going on in her life, I hope it gets better. I hope her family's okay, like I said. Glad she got some groceries. Looks good. I don't know. I understand those sorts of things can be scary, absolutely. But I think Amber sometimes is a little over dramatic, which she herself has said. And I don't want to minimize her feelings on having a partially collapsed lung. But, obviously her doctor didn't say, go to the hospital immediately, they need to do XYZ. So it's obviously not that serious for her at the moment, unless her breathing starts getting worse and possibly the entire lung collapses. Then she might have to go to the hospital and they may have to go in and fix that issue. So hopefully it's just a couple of weeks and she'll be back to normal. But yeah, I wasn't having the shock and awe of like, oh my god, oh no. I think she'll be just fine unless we hear in the next video that the rest of the lung collapsed. But yeah, she should be all right. So let me know what you all think down below. Have you ever had an issue like this? Have you ever had a lung collapse? If you have, let me know what your recovery was like and what you had to do for it. So until next time, be safe and take care.